Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett-Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. It is always a pleasure to chat with our next guest. I'd love for him to reintroduce himself, his first and last name, and all he's up to.
Sheldon, I'm Louis Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and of course, the author of Crack the Code, 10 Proven Secrets That Motivate Healthy Behavior and Inspire Fulfillment in Men Over 50. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm always spoiled by your company and always feel so good after we chat. What are we talking about today?
Well, today, Sheldon, I'm going to tell you a story that's really a case study in all that we talk about in the world of men's health and healthy lifestyles. It's a story about a man who, just exhibited those principles, an encore career, getting motivation from his personal relationships, building that into healthy behaviors, and on top of all that, serving his country. It's the story of a gentleman by the name of Dr. Christopher Dereveau, who is a thoracic surgeon here where I work at Cooper University Healthcare in Camden, New Jersey.
Wow.
And what did Dr. Devereaux do recently? Well, in February of this year, he was commissioned as a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army Reserves. Yes, this successful doctor found a way to advance his lifelong interest in serving his country and saving lives by joining the Army. And it's an amazing story.
What? So, I mean, he's not a spring chicken, not that.
No.
Right? So how old is he? Forgive me, my new friend out there. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, he's 55 years old. He started the process when he was 52. As you might guess, he had to get some waivers, which are possible since he's a physician. But it's really a great story. So let me just give you a little sample, if I could. It all begins, the seeds were planted when Dr. Dereveau was a young man and sort of sitting at the side of his father and uncle, hearing stories about World War II and Korea, and because both of them were served their country. His father was in the Navy. It really planted a seed and got him interested in a career in the military. However, when he graduated from high school and actually had the ability to go to the Naval Academy, his passion really was medicine, and he knew that if you're going to be a doctor, there are better choices, quite frankly, for your career than the Naval Academy if you want to be a physician. So he became a doc, got involved, and just built a family. He had a successful career, but there was still that burning in his soul to do something more. Next key point was a couple of conversations he had with some of his colleagues in medicine who themselves were military veterans or serving in the reserves, and they really encouraged him to go forward. But Sheldon, the tipping point was really when his own son, Christopher Jr., was at the West Point Military Academy, U.S. Army's academy, that really made the difference. What happened was Dr. Dereveau was there visiting his son, saw his son with other cadets, and realized that in just a few years, these individuals could be on the battlefield. And that really was like a significant moment in his life. He realized, I need to act on this passion, this lifelong passion. And so he did. And really, with the icing on the cake, as he calls it, is when his daughter, who was involved in the ROTC program at Yale University, joined that program and got a scholarship that really, sealed the deal. So at the age of 52, he began the process, had to get a waiver and had to pass the physical, but he accomplished it all. And as I said, in February of this year, was commissioned as a lieutenant colonel. Amazing, amazing story.
Amazing. First of all, a full family of service generationally in this space. It sounds like it was inevitable that he would find his way there, but ultimately finding your way there. And we always talk about what in the next season of your life, or what does the continuous seasons of your life look like at 55, starting at 52 and now at 55, taking action. I think that was the key point. He could have daydreamed about it. He could have said, oh my goodness, I missed my window, or, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, all the things, but decided to, I'm sure, participate in the research necessary, all of the things necessary in order to make it a reality by taking action. And are you saying that taking action and participating in this way is a healthy way for us to be able to move forward in what we're doing?
Sure. Absolutely. We want to follow our passions. It's very healthy, both physically and mentally, to follow our passions and really, as you say, live the dream. And
Yeah.
that was his dream. And it's really spun off to other benefits in his life. Number one, he's got more motivation than ever before. I will tell you that when I interviewed him, he confided in me that, he did get past the physical, but it made him realize that he needs to buck it up a little bit when it comes to his own physical health. So he's joined the gym. He's more conscious. He follows a Mediterranean diet. So this contribution to his country has also had personal implications for his own health and healthy behavior. So it's sort of good on all sides. And again, that's why we talk about the value of encore careers, the value of social factors in your life that really motivate your healthy behavior.
Wow. I love the idea of that motivation too. I think that as we get older, we get into this routine where we're not necessarily challenging our minds, challenging our bodies at all. And it's just kind of like the day-to-day, routine or the hamster wheel of things. And I can only imagine in this new phase of his life, he's forced to kind of look at things differently. He's forced to study. He's, and that was another colleague of I we were talking about just in general, that at a certain point in time, a large amount of our communities stop learning, right?
Sure.
They stop learning new things. They're like, we've
Yes.
tapped out. We know as much as we're going to know, but that's not the case. And that keeps us young as well, I think.
Absolutely. Keeps us young. And it really, his story proves the power of that motivation that comes from our relationships, right? What put him over the tipping point? It was his children, his son, his daughter. That was those were the factors that really pushed him over the edge and got him to take action. Right. So whether it's your own personal health, whether it's something else in your life, take heart and look at those personal relationships, those emotional relationships as inspiration to do the right thing.
Oh, I love that, because we've talked about many times about the company you keep, as well as your family as a source of inspiration in your healthcare journey. I'm sure as watching those young cadets, it was like, I would like to do that. I would like to be as limber as they are. I would like to be able to participate. That's a lot of motivation. And then his daughter as well. And then pair that with those individuals that were telling the story. So again, he said his father and that's just amazing.
Yep. It shows you that power is right in front of us. We just have to recognize it and leverage it.
We just have to recognize it and leverage it. Any final words or inspiration? Because I'm feeling as I do every time I talk to you, I feel a sense of inspiration to go do more, to go be more, to go participate in more. So I think that correct me if I'm wrong, is that lift your head up, pay attention to maybe some folks, some familiar lessons that oftentimes we don't think that we can learn from our children, but it sounds like a colleague is now paying attention to not only their no, I think that the biggest takeaway and one thing that Dr. Derevo said to me is that, of course, it's a case study in the fact that it's never too late. Here's a guy, 55 years old, comfortable, 4 children, very accomplished, but had the passion to take it one more step. It is
never ever too late.
It is never too late. While you're standing, while you're breathing, this is an opportunity for you to take care of yourself and get your health moving in the right direction, thanks to our dear friend Louis. We can make sure that we have all the information that we need and some motivation along with it. If people want to get in touch with you, my dear friend, if they want to follow, fan, and like you, where's the best place for them to find you?
Just look right over my shoulder, 50plusmen.com. You can find out how to get in touch with me and what's going on in my world, and find other inspirational stories like Dr. Devereau's there as well.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I can't wait to dive into that interview. I suggest all of you do the same. Make sure you follow, fan, and like our dear friend. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.